Today, guys, we are going to finally reveal to you a project that we've been working on for so long. This project is the reason kung bakit nag-post muna tayo sa YouTube because kailangan to ng maraming brain power and brain cells. Pero guys, seeing it right now with all the renders and this scale model that we'll show you today makes it all worth it. This is the Rise at Monterrazas. Okay, so before we actually do a reveal of the project, pag-usapan muna natin yung backstory behind this entire development because it's very interesting, especially because we are building it on the side of the mountain. So we had like 3 pillars in mind when we were designing this. We wanted to be architecturally forward, something that Cebu or the Philippines has never seen before. We wanted it to be not just maganda tingnan, pero very usable din and may added benefit to the user. And lastly, because we're building on a mountainside, we want the project to be as sustainable as possible. And we've had several iterations to get to this point. This whole thing actually took us maybe around 300 different versions. So gusto ko lang mag-thank you kay LLG Architects for being really patient with us. So these were some of our past designs. And if you see right here, it looks like any other project. It doesn't hit those pillars na gusto namin. You can even see na may mga retaining walls dito, meaning in the original design, carved out the mountain, so not as sustainable. And it looks very congested and traffic just going through the area. Hindi siya bagay to be on a mountainside. It doesn't belong there talaga. So, nag-step back na naman ulit kami. And we kind of got inspired by working with nature. And the biggest inspiration for us was how us Filipinos work with nature in the past. We got inspired by the Banawe rice terraces. So instead of a normal building, which is typically straight up and down, we kind of like worked with the terrain. So we just pushed everything towards the terrain and just followed the flow of the mountain. So this is the whole concept behind this one, but there's so many details. Pero I think it's time na buksan na natin yung project natin. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rise at Monterrazas. This is what we've been working on for so long, and honestly, to see it in front of me right now brings so much joy to my heart because there was a lot of times where we thought, baka itong project na to, hindi to posible because there were a lot of details that we had to think through, to work on, just to make this into what it is today. So for example, kanina pinakita natin na vertical yung structure, diba? But if you come here, imagine if this was our tower sana here, but we pushed everything towards the mountain and just worked with the terrain. So each and every space was pushed towards the back. And with that, we're able to create this free-flowing design. But not only that, this whole structure is now spread out across the mountain, making it a whole lot safer and less yung environmental impact natin. Not only that, by pushing it towards the back, the unit below becomes the outdoor space of the top. The unit below, outdoor space at top, and so on and so forth. So this makes the entire project feel more like a home because each and every unit, meron na siyang malaking outdoor space. Some of the units here even have a bigger outdoor space than my own house, and that is something we were able to offer for the Rise. Not only does it look good, it has all the advantages of a home with the advantages of condominium living. But there's more, Ma'am Sir. Diba? Tinulak natin sa likod. Siyempre, there's hallways behind this. Those areas that are facing the mountain, hindi na natin kayang gawa ng unit, diba? So what we did in the context of making this as much of a house as possible is we gave each and every unit storage space behind them. Lahat ng mga Christmas trees natin, yung mga party tables and chairs, meron tayong storage space, which is the typical problem of condominium living. So best of both worlds yung ino-offer natin dito. So let's get our bearings muna. This area is just outside Monterrazas de Cebu. We're going to completely revamp the entry towards the subdivision. So ito yung magiging bagong guardhouse. Meron na siyang big welcome area right here. And if you follow that road all the way up, that's Monterrazas Prime, yung Skypod 2.0 na ginawa natin. Sold out na pala tayo dun, guys. So thank you very much for all the support. So this whole area is called Guadalupe area. That's the biggest residential barangay in Cebu City. And this one is very close to Chonghua Hospital, Cebu Doctors Hospital, close to San Carlos School, and very close to Ayala Center, Cebu, just about 15 minutes away. So imagine having all that convenience, pero nasa side ka na of the mountain. Lahat ng mga units here are facing one way towards the east. So it's facing IT Park, Cebu Business Park. And since we're at the side of the mountain, each and every unit, meron talagang views. And not only that, dito yung entrance natin, di ba? Pagpasok natin, because we designed it like this, hindi na siya kagaya ng old design natin na mukhang traffic and congested. We are working now with the terrain and makikita natin yung natural ebb and flow of the mountain right here. So this is going to be a very premium and low density development. We only have 146 units for the Rise, and then right across it, dito, itong naka-plastic na to, we're going to be building a mall here in the future. So the whole entire Monterrazas de Cebu development will kind of be like a township in the future. But guys, just look at this. If pagpasok mo dito and you're driving through, ito yung mag-greet natin dito. And ang ganda and ang organic ng feeling just going through here. And imagine you being in the mall, meron itong mga outdoor space here also. This is the view that you'll be looking at. Ito yung backdrop natin while you're enjoying your coffee, you're enjoying your meal here. And if you can see very, very closely, meron tong outline of lights that draw those flowing lines of the development. And ma-imagine ko lang at night on how beautiful that would look like. Not only that, imagine if dito ka nakatayo. You're also looking towards the backdrop of the entire development na very green, very lush. It feels as if you're wrapped in nature. So, may konting akong detail na papakita sa inyo. And this just goes to show how much thought was put into this development. So, for example, kanina explanation ko, nandito kami, di ba? How do we protect our privacy right here? Siyempre, it's easy for someone to go towards the balcony and look down towards you, di ba? And this is why itong strip na to, itong green strip right outside was placed. It's not only just to be as green as possible, but it's also a conscious design effort to protect the privacy of the residents. There's a good distance from the railing to the edge. Parang may setback siya para hindi makikita agad kung sino yung nasa baba. So that's the entire design of that space. By doing this strip also of greenery, we are able to give back towards the mountain 1 hectare of greenery. So just to give that context, yung bahay ko mga 300 square meters, 400 square meters. So that's like 20 to 30 skypods just on greenery alone. Speaking of greenery and sustainability, this was something that's very smart that was done by one of our consultants. So this would be very, very expensive to maintain, to water. So we actually designed the rice to have an irrigation system similar to those in mga farms. So this entire building will be collecting all the rainwater to a tank down below. And then meron tayong irrigation system. It's a drip irrigation system that makes the entire strip of garden in front of you virtually maintenance-free. So that is one of the sustainable solutions na ginawa namin dito. Anyway, tour muna tayo sa project itself. So, pagpasok natin, going straight would be Monterrazas de Cebu. Going to the left, this driveway right here would lead you to mga parking spaces natin dito sa baba. All the parking spaces of the Rise will have provisions for electric car charging. Lahat, hindi siya charging station. Each and every parking slot, meron yan. So, going up, you have your units. Pag-usapan natin yung units mamaya. It seems so complicated, but we actually have just 3 main units in 1 penthouse. Anyway, balik muna tayo. This is the main area. But when you get to this area, this is a private clubhouse that will only be available to the unit owners of the Rise. Imagine your family enjoying the pool right here, infinity pool to siya, with still the flowing lines that is our inspiration, and infinity to siya towards the city view. Not only that, it has a big, big open area. And then, dito meron tayong function hall for big birthday parties. This is good for about 150 people. On the other side, you have a gym right here. The gym, the-design namin na it's on the edge of the pool. So while you're doing your treadmill, pool yung nasa harap mo, similar to actually my house. And then not only that, it's infinity towards the view outside. And we have mga saunas dito, mga locker rooms. So this is an exclusive clubhouse just for the residents of the Rise. Ang ganda ng view dito. This is one example that wherever you're at, the building is actually framing everything that you can experience. So you get to enjoy nature, but you get to enjoy the architecture of the Rise itself. So, may tanong si John kung paano daw mag-access sa bahay. I think he's referring to, usually may elevator tayo na up and down, di ba? With this one, we look all over the world, to be honest, to find a supplier for inclined lifts. So, yung elevator na nakaslant. So, yung elevator dito will actually, instead of going up and down, nakaslant to siya. It's embedded into the mountain. But as a normal user, hindi mo mafe-feel yung difference. It's just like any other normal elevator. But yung special natin dito is it acts more like a funicular, yung parang train, versus an ordinary elevator. So we have, I think, about 6 of that in this entire development. So let's talk about the unit offerings because this is where it becomes really, really special. We have only 3 unit offerings. We have the 3-bedroom. The 3 bedrooms are the main units of this entire development. And ang maganda dito is you have the same floor plan, but when you're choosing your unit, you just choose kung ano ang gusto mo na nasa labas. So we have a 3-bedroom unit that has decent outdoor space. Meron din tayong 3-bedroom unit na may jacuzzi, may bar counter so that it's a sizable outdoor space. But we also have these units that offer expansive outdoor areas na talaga. Kaya mo nang mag-party doon. Kaya mong maglagay ng organic farm. You can do yoga in the morning there. You can do a lot more things because that outdoor area can be at a range of 150 to 200 square meters. Just the outdoor area alone. Next, we have the loft unit. So ito yung mga units right there that has their own pergola. And it's a 2-story unit. And pagpasok mo, ang ganda talaga. It's 2 stories right away. You're looking at your own personal balcony, your own personal garden, and you're facing the views of the city. It has a personal elevator. It has 4 bedrooms. But the design itself is truly parang nasa bahay ka na talaga. So, again, the advantage of having kind of like a house, but you have security, you have the condo management, you have every single advantage of condo living. But that's not my favorite unit. Ito yung favorite unit ko. This is the pool unit. It's a bi-level pool unit. We only have 12 of these. Kinapalit ko na si Chris na bigyan namin ng budget. Pero, the beauty of this is it's 2 stories, right? All the bedrooms are at the top, and pagpasok mo on the main entrance, open yan agad to your infinity pool. That's why meron ditong drop dito sa garden area because we wanted it na pagpasok mo, infinity pool muna yung ma-experience mo. And it's kind of like your foreground to the views of the city. So it's really not a 2-level if you really think about it. It's kind of like a 3-level unit. So you have your ground unit and your bedroom units on the top and itong personal elevator. But you have this massive, massive garden. Imagine being here at night, enjoying wine, yung backdrop mo of your infinity pool na yung wall of water, yung konting ambience of the wall of water at the back. And then you can have intimate gatherings to big, big parties. Dito sila may enjoy mo. My personal favorite unit. Imagine being in the middle of a condo development, but you have a full-size pool. I just checked the pool area of this. This pool is bigger than the pool of my own house. In a condo setting. Grabe. For me, personally, my favorite unit. Pero meron tayong mga special unit, guys. So if you enter Monterrazas, meron tong road dito, di ba? There are units right at the top na instead of parking down below, since we have this road already, dito na sila magpa-park straight to their unit. These are very, very special and limited loft unit. But we have one very, very special unit right here, which we call the Panorama Penthouse. This is about 3,000 square meters, 800 square meters indoor, 2,000 plus square meters outdoor. This is a mansion talaga. Yung peg namin dito was to create a narrow, narrow building so that each and every space will have views of the city. And then you have this generous pool with their own jacuzzi, with the outdoor area of hindi na talaga to condo, bahay na talaga to. 10-car parking, meron pa siyang service area. It has everything you would need. Ito yung gusto ni Chris. Pero sabi ko, hindi talaga natin afford yan. But yeah, this is the Panorama Mansion and easily the best unit of the Rise at Monterrazas. So when we started this project, we wanted to create something very architecturally forward. And I feel like we've accomplished it with this design. And I also think that this whole development is one of the few developments wherein it gets better over time. Like when this would be first built, hindi pa as mature yung mga trees and plants. But over time, give it 2-3 years and having all the greenery mature, this is one unique project where it actually looks better and feels better over time. So architecturally, I think we've accomplished that from the use case perspective, the outdoor space, the storage area, the working with the terrain, the views and everything. I think we nailed it on that point. But on the sustainability front, from the irrigation system, and by the way, amenity area will be supplemented by solar power also. So that's another sustainability thing that we did. And just by making this future-proof with electric car charging and just being able to work with nature on this project really, truly does like warm my heart, as cheesy as it sounds. This is a project that I'm truly, truly proud of. But I know you guys will have a lot more questions. I can imagine yung mga questions about where the rainwater goes, soil stability, earthquake, kung paano namin in-address yun. I think this is a long enough video. Put your comments down below. Pag-usapan natin lahat ng mga curiosities nyo and how we were able to make this project possible. If you're interested on the Rise at Monterrazas, I'll put contact details and links down below. And make sure to subscribe so you get updated on this project. But for now, I'll see you soon.